Drea asks, how did you get your first booking? I think we kind of just went through it, but you want to just recap the story quickly?
Yeah, so I was a trainee at IPW in like 2016, and the way like pretty much everyone there debuted is like you train for a certain amount of time, and then once said promoter thinks you're ready, you'd get onto like a rumble first to like know what it's like to wrestle in front of an audience, and then once you've done a few of those, he'll give you like a singles match on a trainee show, so it's not as high pressure. But saying that, my first trainee show had Matt Riddle in the main event, so it's like,
That's such an
so it's like
IPW thing to do if you think about it, you know?
literally
Um,
like it was just all trainees, and then the main event was Riddle versus Duggan.
which kind of like, well, to be fair, it's the
Like
kind of
Duggan was a
matches Duggan needed to have
trainee,
at the time.
yeah,
It's still like a thing of like, come and let's give you a platform to like show, like shine, whatever it is, you know. Let's get you an opportunity to wrestle someone that's better than you, a bigger star, whatever it is, right? Try to help you make a name for yourself. I always get that question a lot of like, how do you then get like into shows and stuff? And like, that's the answer basically, you know. Um, I was gonna say a word, but I don't want to say that word specifically. Um, Shady promoters or not, at the end of the day, it's like the way you get your first match and your first opportunities in front of a crowd is you you train. Your trainer will absolutely have a connection to a show one way or the other. The school will likely be connected to companies that run shows. And when your trainer thinks you're ready, then you're gonna get your first shot because he will be the one wanting to give you that shot because it's time, right? Obviously, you will think you're ready way before your trainer does, but you
mm.
know that's tells of the tape, right? Do you have any advice for people training, starting to training and stuff? Let's all learn the ropes here, just out of nowhere.
Yeah, I'd say like don't rush into your debut, because I feel like everyone coming through that IPW school, especially like we was kind of thrown into shows quicker than it seemed most people are. Like it seemed normal at IPW to like, because I think I was only training for like 4 months before I was on the show. So it's like, yes, I picked things up quickly, like physically, but I had no idea about any like psychology or storytelling, anything like that whatsoever. I was literally like, oh, I can do a flip. He's like, well done, you're on a show. It's like, yeah, don't rush into things because like you'll thank yourself later. Like looking back on my first few appearances, abysmal.
Well, but on the other
Everyone's is going to
hand,
be bad, but it's like I'd wish I'd had at least a few more months to like actually learn some more basics before I did.
but at least you were given the opportunity for it, you know? Like, I
Yeah,
think I very much like. I can totally understand when someone is invited and gets an opportunity to do something when before they are ready and they don't say no, you know?
yeah. Like I
Like,
would
I'm
have
like,
never have said no.
exactly, and you shouldn't, to be fair. Like, what's wrong there is that you had a promoter that was like taking advantage of the fact that you could fill a spot on the roster without having to pay the person to wrestle there, you
Yeah,
know? So, which happens a lot, but hey, it is what it is. Um, we're gonna watch a few of these matches, as I said. Is there any few specific matches that kind of like stand out, even if there was some that we're not gonna watch today? Any specific matches that stand out to you as like special that you really enjoyed or anything like that?
yeah. I'd say um, one I sent to you, but I don't think we're watching, is my Battle Pro debut against
Hmm.
Ashmore. Um, yeah, that was like the first show I was on where I felt like it had like a really good audience.
Hmm.
Because like I was on the IPW shows which had good audiences, but then that like went away quite quick because of the promoter. But yeah, after that I was only really doing like family shows, which are good, great experience, like really fun to do. But I hadn't been in front of like a crowd that would like pop for moves, like an indie crowd, I guess.
Hmm.
Um, and I'd like obviously been to every Battle Pro show, like just helping out and all that. And I knew how like great the atmosphere was, so I was really excited for that one. And it kind of got sprung upon me like the week before, I think. And I actually had my first abroad booking the day after.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to like ask the Italian promoter to like get me a later flight so I could do the Battle Pro. and then go straight there because I didn't want to miss out on the Battle Pro booking.
Yeah, I think it was
And
a thing where like Ashmore's partner wasn't available for the show anymore.
yeah,
But then they still wanted to get Ashmore on the show, so it's like let's just give him someone. Let's give him like not a squash, but an enhancement
well,
match.
yeah,
Like it's a bit more like that. And I think it's like, well, he's been training with us. He's good enough for the role. Let's give him the shot, right? I think it was pretty much what happened there.
yeah. And Ashmore is so good. Like it's
Yeah, man.
ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And like, I trained with him quite a lot, and we did that UKPW show like a few weeks before.
Mm-hmm.
So he was like overly generous, if anything. I don't think anyone else would let me get that much stuff in. But like, he was literally like, yes, do every move, and then I'll hit you with a Lambar check and we'll be done. And I was like, sick.
He loves to sell. It's so
Yeah.
weird. He loves to like just hit me with moves. Let's do this and whatever. Just have some fun there. Yeah, that match, like you're talking about that UKPW match, which we're not gonna watch today. Don't ask me why. And and that was a fun experience as well. It was like imagine War Games but without the cages and the blood, right? That's basically what we did there.
That was another last minute booking as well for me.
Yeah.
I was literally like sat at home doing nothing, and then Kieran Donnelly called me and he was like, "Are you free?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Do you want to do a show?" I was like, "Yeah." Because
On the day?
Yeah, literally on the day. I, think
I didn't know that.
Yeah, because I had a singles match with him first, and then we did that like Raw Games type thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Cuban was meant to be his partner, and literally like on the day for some reason he couldn't do it. So Kieran just called me out of the blue and was like, "Can you get to where was it, like Gillingham or something?"
Gillingham, yeah, Gillingham.
Yeah, he was like, "Can you get there like within the next hour?" And I was like, "I can try." Like, I literally like ran upstairs, packed my bags, and ran out the door to the train station. And yeah, we had that singles match and then that War Games match with you guys.
We had I know you two had a singles match. I did. Yeah, I had a tag match. It was me and Ashmore tagging with the Hitset maybe or the other guys. I don't know. Any other matches that stand out to you so far?
Yeah.
For any other matches of like your vast and heavy career that kind of stand out to you as well as something like at least like special moments for you?
Well, yeah, the obvious one is the Progress pre-show with Rex, because that was like obviously like Progress was like a massive goal for me, and the pre-show. So like I set myself like 2 goals like that are achievable every year in wrestling that I think are realistic. So that year, I think I had 3 that year, and I'd managed to get all 3, which was sick. One of them was to get the Young Lion spot at Frontline for Will, which I got the second try round. I didn't get it at the first try out. Second one was to main event a show, which I did literally the day before the Progress thing. I main evented Triumph Wrestling with Mills. And then the day after was Progress pre-show, which was my other goal. So yeah, that whole weekend really was like a massive moment for me. It's like the first time a promoter trusted me with the main event of a show. And I was absolutely dead. Like, you know how much of a machine Mills is. And the promoter was like, yeah, go 20. And I'd never gone like over 10 before. So I was like, oh, Jesus. Like, literally the home stretch was me doing all my moves to Mills. And I was just so dead. We planned like 3 dives in a row. And after the first one, I was like, and then Mills was like, get back in, do another one.
That does sound like Mills.
Yeah.
It's I haven't wrestled anyone as much as I wrestle him, and that does sound exactly like a match like him. That's a really cool weekend. Sounds like a good like one of those important like moments I just like kind of go back every once in a while and just think about it. Just like stands out, which is pretty cool. Jay asks, what about your incredible training match? Can't believe it's not a good mention. He didn't get a mention yet.
Oh, of course, my insane training match against Jay at Knucklelocks in the main event of the training. That was actually really fun. It was just like a normal training session. We was doing match practice, and me and Jay got matched up. And I don't think I'd trained with you, Jay, that many times before that. But I knew like other people said he was good. We just planned like some proper indie match for training, and it just came off really good.
Yeah, he's okay, I guess. Carl asks who won.
Who won? Me, of course. I'm gonna job out to that straw.